Hi guys, Joey here with another tutorial. So it was really sunny today, which I loved, but it's time to switch up my makeup, and I want to start making my skin look a little bit more ready for the sun. And so I'm going to touch on that today. So the look today is a less coverage, but it's going to be more illuminated, healthier looking, the healthy glow, more of like a beach glow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my face. I've already washed my face, it's moisturized, and it's ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some primer. This is Smashbox Illuminating Primer. The reason why I'm using a primer is because it fills in and it smooths over, and it's a barrier between my skin and my makeup. So I don't really want my foundation to be touching my skin because it'll just absorb it and the oils will break it down. So I use a primer to create that barrier, and it feels really silky and smooth. And so if it feels silky and smooth, that means that it'll turn your skin into a silky smooth texture, and silky smooth looks amazing and it looks the best. And it also adds a little bit of moisture. So when I'm talking and I've got my foundation on, my foundation usually dries down, and so I want to keep some moisture so it keeps up with my face and my talking, because I talk a lot. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a dab of this, and this is called Illuminizer, or Illuminate. It's a Luminizing Photofinish from Smashbox, because we have like 13 of them, but this one has like that J-Lo glow to it, and I love that. It gives the skin some dimension. Some women like to wear this just by itself, which is completely fine. I don't have any makeup on right now, so let's see how it looks just bare. The thing about when it gets really, really sunny out is that it can make your normal makeup, like when it's a little bit more overcast, make it look too harsh. Like it's too much. Like when you wear more makeup when you go out at night, there's a reason why. Because it's usually dimmer out, and you can pull that off a little bit more drama. But if you are just looking for like a spring, summertime look, and you just want to look really glowy and healthy, that actually added a lot of, I'm going to skip back a little bit just because my light is a little bit overexposing me, but you can see it gives like a little bit of a glow. Hope you can see that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use my CC cream sample. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. I've got tons of these samples at the counter. So if you're wanting to try this, let me know. CC cream stands for color correcting. So you've heard of BB cream, which is beauty balm. Well, this is CC cream. So it has SPF 35 in it. So it's preventing a lot of sun damage to your face. And we know that sun damage causes lines and wrinkles and discoloration. Discoloration being the number one thing this thing takes care of. So it prevents it by having SPF 35 in it, and then it also it brightens the skin, so it takes discoloration away, which is amazing. So I'm just gonna open that sample. I haven't bought it yet, so just gonna open that, and I think I'm light medium. These Smashbox actually runs like a pretty decent coverage, but this is not coming out. All right, I got it. That was quite the struggle. So anyway, so I kind of made a mess. I'm just going to put it on. I'm going to dab it on with my fingers. I wouldn't usually recommend using your fingers because it's messy and your product absorbs into your fingers and you don't have tons of control. And unless you're washing your hands every time before you touch your face, again, you're probably putting more bacteria on your face than it wants or needs, causing unneeded breakouts and all that jazz. So I have tinted moisturizer all over my hands. But the good thing about this is that I can just wipe it. I'm gonna wipe it on my pants. Ooh, it's okay, I've got pajama pants on. Okay, so I've got some in my room. So now that I've got that on, I'm gonna take my duo fiber brush from MAC, and I'm just gonna work that in, starting in the middle and working my way out, going in all different directions because I want to make sure that this is nice and blended in. What's nice about CC cream is it's light to medium, well, I would say light coverage, not even medium, because, oh, look at how pretty that is. That is gorgeous. See that? Ooh. So this is just CC cream. This is awesome, and it's good that it's great for my skin. I like that it's taking care of discoloration. Discoloration from the sun makes your skin look lumpy because dark and light make it look more textured than it actually is. So it's good to just use something that's going to brighten the skin. So it helps take care of those dark spots from the past. And the SPF 35 really helps. Awesome. Oh, that looks pretty. I like that. I'm a fan. Okay, cool. And that the Photofinish Illuminizer, I can see it kind of coming through and giving me a little bit of a glow. I really like that. And because it's a CC cream, it's literally really light coverage. So I'm using like 80% of my skin shining through. So I'm using most of my skin. So this is mostly my skin, which I really appreciate. And if you're using most of your skin, then in the sun, it's gonna look amazing. Awesome. Okay, so the next step is my typical concealer and stuff like that. I don't not wear concealer in the summer. I'm using Prolong from MAC and NW25, I believe. And part of that glow that you want during the summer comes from concealing correctly. And this is full coverage because it's just really important. So down the side of the bridge of the nose, up to here, and underneath the lash line, as close to the lash line as possible. And I'm just using the heat of my finger to just blend that in. I love this stuff. It lasts for like 12 hours without smudging. And it looks exactly like skin. I'm just gonna wipe that on my pants again. So as you can see, without it being overexposed, see how big of a difference that makes? Obviously I'm not done yet. I'm gonna take my duo fiber brush again, and I'm just gonna blend that in. You can go as hard as you want on these brushes. They never give a... Okay. So I've got that. And, sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit further away from that. Does that help at all? Yeah, so you've got your concealer on underneath the eye bone, down here, and up the sides of the nose. Like I said, the triangle of light really helps to learn that. I have a tutorial on that I did a couple months ago, so here we go. So I've got that on. My next step is to, of course, bronze. Part of the look of being beachy and summery and illuminated is having that beautiful tan and bringing out the bones. So I'm going to be using, of course, matte bronzer. Matte bronzer being the best because you can contour with it and you can bronze yourself up with it. Sparkles, ladies. It's not good for you. Don't go with shimmer. Ugh. So this is Smashbox. This is Suntan Matte. And so, I'm going to grab my brush. Oh, I learned a really good trick. So if you want to find the perfect hollow area for your cheekbones, take your tragus and your thumb and put your finger right here, pull it together, and that's your line. And of course, once you dip your brush into your bronzer, you want to put it back here, disguise it in the in your hair, and pull it down to the tip of the mouth. So tragus to there. And in one direction, dark to light. You can see that beautiful shine that I'm getting. That's going to look badass in even brighter sun because the lamp is obviously overexposing me right now. Exposing. But so, finger right here, tragus right there, pull it together. Start over here and just go in that line. Awesome. So now I've got some beautiful contouring going on there. It's like I dropped 10 pounds. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit on the, just in the hairline. I think I have a tutorial on contouring, but it's more of like a 3 on each side. You can kind of see that, 3. But that tragus trick is really great. Put your thumb right here and pull it together. Beautiful. Alright. So I've got my bronzer on. And now, I like to use this guy. This is a limited blush that MAC had. It was from the Surf Baby collection. And I love it. It's a beautiful tangerine-y color. I like to go with more corals in the spring and the summertime. because it just looks a little bit healthier, a little bit more angelic. I like it. And so we're going to grab our blush brush, this guy right here. And of course when we smile, or when we put blush on, we want to smile because we want our brush to hit the perfect volume. So I'm just going to bring that up a little bit. Smile. And bring it up. You know where to put blush by, there was that tragus trick where your tragus to there, and then you bump up a little bit, that's where your blush goes. It's also depending on how much volume that you naturally have in your face too, whether or not you want to create more volume here, or if you want to kind of just keep it on the sides. I have a good amount of natural volume there, so I like to bring mine up just a little bit, but that narrows out my face. So if you already have a lot of volume there, bring it up a little bit more. But if you lack volume and you're all, then smile and more put it on like the dolls of your cheeks, like straight on. That'll make your face look rounder and make it look a little bit younger. Alright, so we've got that on. Awesome. So I would say that's all I would do for summer skin. I've got the illumination in my primer coming through instead of putting sparkles all over my face, which I see a lot of women do. Looks like crap. So I just put an illuminizer underneath, and I love it that it primes and illuminates through it. You can wear this by itself. It has SPF. Actually, I don't think this has SPF in it, but the CC cream does. And I've got tons of these samples at the counter that I would love to give away for women to try. Perfect for summer and spring. And it's color correcting, so remember that it brightens and it protects. So it takes away the discoloration that you already have, and it protects you from getting more. And it has awesome coverage, and this pair is fabulous to do. Okay, so we've got that. Say you want a little bit more coverage and you're going out that night or something, I would recommend a powder on top just to set the CC cream, because CC cream maintains that moisture, right? So I'm going to put something that just dries it down just a little bit. So this is Halo Powder. This is Halo Powder from from Smashbox. And what's really cool about it is it has a little dial on the inside that you turn, and it shaves off a foundation block. So there's a block underneath the shaver that you turn, so it gives you the perfect amount of powder, which I love, because usually loose powders, you put too much on and you waste your product. So I love that this has, I don't know if you can see it in there, but that's a little shaver, and you turn it and it shaves a little bit off for you. Love that. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to powder just in here. And this has a lot of shea butter in it, so it too maintains some moisture, but it's just really great for buildable coverage on top of that CC cream. Love